I'll share my screen. Okay, so in last session we have covered this, right? So what we have integrated in last session, that this build up class, okay, and then this page object model, and then we have created one test case. Okay, so let's run it again, and so that you guys can see it what happened in last class. Let's go and run this as test ng suite. Okay, so test run 1 pass 1. Okay, so we have not seen yet how to capture the failed test cases, because as of now we have not integrated listeners, right? So we have to integrate listeners here. Okay, so first of all let me close all this and then open test ng file and your test case. Okay, here any test case is not getting fail because I have created only one. Okay, and you guys need to create one more test case. Many means now it's this is the base of the framework. Okay, suppose tomorrow you have to test this whole application, this automationpractice.com. Okay, so first of you need to write hundreds of test cases, then you know the working of the page object model. You have to create the page objects according to your need, right? And just like that you have to create test cases in your test folder. Okay, and you have to keep integrating all the things. Means if you think that these are two forms, contact form, sign in form, and if you go to sign in you will see multiple if you enter this you will see this data, right, to be filled to test your needs, right? So here this means these will be separate modules. So for separate modules you have to create separate packages so that anyone can understand coming after you in your project that what you have done in this and what is the workflow. This way actually we should work, because see, if I have to test the contact form I will see, okay, contact form test cases, right, contact form test cases, and here I will start testing it. Okay, means by the name of the package I can understand that this is actually my test case. Okay, and here I have to see my code whether that is written or not. Okay, this way. Now I will create one more test case and forcefully I will fail that and catch up with listeners and take up the screenshot. So screenshot, how to take the screenshot you guys know, right? So now you just have to integrate that code here. Okay, so first of all uh, this is your contact form test. Okay, in this class I will create one more. Forcefully I will fail one. Suppose here in automationpractice.com I want to get the title of this site. Okay, so first of all I have to get the URL of this. Get title, not get title, check title. So that anyone can understand that in this method you are verifying your site title, whether that desired title is written or not. Okay, now you have to give the driver dot get and copy this again and this. Okay, and from here you need to get the title of the site. Driver dot get title. That will be in form of what? String. So just store website title and put up assertion here. String actual and string expected I am finding. So just I remember that method, and here actual is this, and suppose I am expecting something else like abc.com. Okay, so this will fail. Okay, this is new test case which will fail. And why it will fail? Because I am expecting abc.com, maybe return automation practice.com. Okay, so here just go and run. You can see test run 2 passes 1 and failures 1. And if you go to this, refresh this first project, refresh and refresh, and if you go to this test output folder and index.html file, just copy it and paste in Chrome, and you can see check title java.lang assertion error expected abc.com but found my store. So site title was my store there. Okay, because I was in contact us page, somehow pasted the link of the contact us page, right? So the title for the contact page was my store. Okay, and I was finding what? abc.com, so that not matched, so the test case got failed. Okay, so now my task is, once any test case gets fail, I have to capture the screenshot for that. Okay, and first of all we should know, if any test case gets fail, then how to integrate with that listener, so that listeners can identify that this test case is fail. Okay, so I have already discussed about listeners in my TestNG section separately, so I will not explain here, just integrate here. Okay, so first of all let's copy the listeners. uh, First of all, inside this, suppose here I will create a folder, listeners. Okay, and inside this I will keep my listener file.
Folder or package? Hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Folder
package.
or package? Okay.
Package. If I say folder, then in Java terms it's normally package. Okay, so not folder, it's a package. Implements I test listener. Okay, right click, go to source, and then implement all these methods. Okay, so whichever we need we can use that. Keep this all. Once you start learning after this framework, if you want to explore, you can see that all are present to help you out. Okay, fail, pass, start, every method is present here as per your. Once you will work the given project, you will understand that yes, it's working or not. Okay, read out all the methods carefully, because once you will start working in your project, which I will give to you, then you will, by name you will see, okay, now I need this method here. Okay, so here, on test failure, right? So I want that if any test gets fail, then this listener should be called. But for that you have to integrate one code, this listener, so that it can understand that you are using this listener in your project. Okay, I will copy this and paste that in my desired file. This is this different project. Okay, so here package name is same, right? Class name is same, so no need to change anything here. Okay, now this testng file knows that you have listeners in your project. So if anything gets failed, then I have to jump to the failed method. If any pass, then I have to jump to the pass method, right? If start, then I have to jump to start method. Okay, so this is on test failure. Okay, so now what, once your test case will fail, then it will come here. Okay, so if that gets failed, then what your task should be, then capture the screenshot. First of all, just here, result dot, that I have told you in listeners session, get method dot get method name, Okay, what it will return? It will return the failing method name. If you want to check, okay, so test run 2, pass 1, fail 1. Just do one thing, go to refresh this project, and then again test output, copy this location and just paste inside your browser, already there. Just refresh this. Okay, check title. Okay, first of all you can check in console that method failed, check title, right? So the message you have given in your testng file printed here. Okay, so means listener was invoked, that failed method was invoked. Okay, now your task is to capture the screenshot for that. Okay, once any test case gets fail, then you should capture the screenshot. Okay, for that failed test case. Okay, so screenshot code is already you guys know. I will just copy and paste here to integrate, but you should know where to put that screenshot code. Okay, because if I will keep that screenshot code in every method which is failing or passing, means suppose we have this check title method which is getting fail, so if I keep my screenshot code here, so that will work for only for this method. Okay, but my task is that any test case gets fail, then I have to capture the screenshot, but screenshot code will be here, then it will be local to this method and will not be accessible by this, right? So means if we have 1000 test cases, then we have to write that number of places. Okay, so next our thought is that we should keep it that code on listener, so once any test gets get fail, then we have to keep it here. But this is listeners, this is actually listener. Okay, so it will only capture the fail and pass thing. You can keep here, but that will not be good practice, because tomorrow something else you have to perform on failing a test method instead of capturing the screenshot. Like you want to give some manual inputs to the user, then that code will you have to keep it here. Then what will happen, this listener will very heavy, because any pass fail, this method should only instruct. Now you have came here, means something got fail. Okay, you came here, now go and do this task. This method should only instruct, it should not write the code that we want to implement. Means if you want to capture the screenshot, that we should not capture the screenshot code here. So where this is build up class, right? So this is your basically in the when you are going to explain your framework, what how actually you designed, or how you were working. So my suggestion is never answer that you have designed a framework, because you are very new to this topic. Okay, you are very new to automation, and instantly you will say that I have designed a framework because you have attended some lectures. So there may be answer coming. If you say that no, I have not designed any framework, but I have worked on a framework. Now the question should be something relevant, means basic questions will be there and you will be able to answer. But he knows that you have worked on framework, you have idea how to work on it, then tomorrow you will also design, right? So I am that way, I am designing so that the base you can explain there, right? Base is this, right? Now in the companies there will be many large frameworks are there, right? So and those are not created in a day or two, those are created by spending multiple people at a time, and actually as per need they are extending their frameworks, they are changing their frameworks, right? Even in my company, in my project also. So that's why we should not hamper for this, right? We should be very clear with the selenium basics, java basics means collection. If anybody answer what is collection, what is hash map, what is actually set, what is array list, what is linked list, then instantly you should be able to answer. Okay, just like this, anybody will ask you what is page object model, you have used in your framework, then you should be able to explain at once, right? What is actually listeners in testng, you should be able to explain, okay, listeners perform this task in our testng framework. Okay, just like here. So you have to talk about that I have used the utility class that was actually capturing the screenshot of that. Okay, so tomorrow there be maybe multiple utility classes as per your need. Okay, so this is actually your first utility class, build up class, which is performing some task. Okay, now you have to capture a screenshot. So I will just go and copy the screenshot code here. So any code you want to see, so I am pasting day by day here, right? So you can just directly go and copy, because whatever I have taught to you are written here. Okay, so just click on here and it will be copy, and I will paste here. Okay, while, and this will require Apache Common IO, so I will copy that. Maven, because in newer versions Selenium is not supporting file util, so you need to import explicitly those jars. Apache Common IO, maybe this will not work, because actually first let me check. Building up. Okay, Okay, so this is your screenshot code. You know, don't need this all. Okay, and we not need this. And here you have to first send the driver. Okay, because the driver will only able to relate with that particular failed test case. Okay, because this is totally new, which is this. Okay, and there will be two test methods will be in two different test in two different locations, right? Like this test method is in this, maybe there will be a chance. Okay, because here I have just copy and paste from here, so this URL is same. Okay, tomorrow this will be different for this. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to get that driver here, and that driver will be actually your for your failed screenshot. Okay, so just put it here. Just first let me call this through listener. Okay, then you will be more clear for this. Okay, so now once I came to this on test failure method. Okay, so once I came to this on test failure method, this got the method name which is failed. Okay, and now what I need to do, I need to pass here. Okay, call that particular screenshot method to take the screenshot. Okay, so what's the name of the method? First let's make it public. Okay, and then take a screenshot. Okay, so it will actually take the screenshot. Okay, but see, this is not able to call this screenshot method. Okay, because this is actually present inside build up class. Okay, so here you need to just extend inside listeners, extends base. Okay, and because that is in different package, no sorry, name is actually
Builder.
build inside different package, so it will call. Now just call this. Okay, surround with try catch. Because why it is asking me to surround with try catch, because see in here in this method this file handling code is written, so file may be missing, right? File destination folder will be missing, so that's why it asking me to surround with try catch. Any exception come, then it will be able to catch that. Okay, so here I have called this method. Now see, this listener actually not able to listen, not able to hear about this particular driver, right? Because see, no driver information is present here, right? Where is the driver, how it will relate? Suppose there are two test cases and this is fail, right? Suppose I am in this URL. Okay, and this is fail, but the driver have information about this URL and also about this URL. Now for which it should invoke, so for that I will copy and paste this uh, code. This is one time process. Okay, so just copy now. This will be able to catch your driver. Okay, cannot driver, just declare here WebDriver first. Okay, now this much exception will be there, so you have to catch all. Don't need to worry about this code, this will automatically handle. Okay, so what this line is about, see, anything which any method gets fail. Okay, suppose any driver, so this is for throughout the project, any variable you want to capture, your project is running, and throughout that project you want to capture any variables, and then this is the common code. Okay, this is for this get test class. Okay, and this variable name you have to pass here, might be tomorrow something else, instead of the driver something else you have to cache, and right, and perform some task to that variable. Then this is the code for that, right? Get instance means whatever is stored in that particular variable, get me that. Okay, and this is result variable, and result variable, when it will come to this on test failure method, right, then this result variable will capture instance for that globally, right, throughout the project. But see, if I come to this method, then this is not public, right, and this will work only for public. Okay, public methods, right, global, and global will be only if scope will be throughout the project, then only this will work. So I have to make the all methods, all these methods as public, which I want to capture for field test cases, right? Tomorrow this test case gets fail, right? So what will happen? Instantly it will jump to listeners, right? Instantly it will jump to listeners, and it will go to this line to read out this, but this will fail. Okay, because it will say that I am not able to capture this driver as its scope is limited. Okay, so if its scope is limited, then I am not able to capture that. So you have to make that public. Okay, so that's why I have did that. Okay, now this driver is here. Now I have to pass this same driver, which is for fail test case, in my take screenshot, right? But here in this build up class, I have not passed the parameter for it, right? Now this will receive. Okay, now this will capture the screenshot for that particular one only. Okay, so here if I will go in listeners, I have to surround. Okay, now this is saying that actually this driver is here. What the error? Initialize variable. Okay, initialize. Just go and see that everything is fine. This driver is actually getting from here, then the method name. Okay, this I was trying, and then test screenshot, right? And if you want to pass the method name for failed test case, you can pass as a variable, get it here inside build up, and pin that. This you guys will perform after this session. Okay, just need to capture one more variable. I hope everything is fine. It should work. If something gets fail, then we have to fix that. Passes 2, failures 1. So I have to refresh my project, and which folder I created, screenshot, no folder was there, screenshot, this one, double click on it, and okay, this file will be not visible here like this. So I have to go to project level. Project is present where, Lenovo, new folder, framework weekday was the project name. Okay, and this is a screenshot. Suppose I am opening with the, you can give .png, .jpg extension, and file name will be printed like that. Okay, so this is a screenshot for that, and I hope that right. Okay, now this is your framework. Now tomorrow if you want to integrate some new features in it, you can do that. But first I want to confirm you guys that last session when I was talking about the topics, that someone was saying that selenium, some topics are left. Okay, so what are those topics which are given in syllabus? Because I have discussed with the Sumit, and he said that he actually covered the 4.0 screenshot, and because for particular element he have covered that, and for the, now we talking about drag and drop on this. See, actions class, okay, all drag and drop, right click are the part of the actions class, and he has covered that, and he has covered right click I think with that, and also told about those methods, right? So he said that he left on the guys to try it out and let him know if you are able to do it or not. Still if you have not done that, then I have asked that this is our task to complete that, then he will be taking on taking class on Monday. Okay, so your session is extended by day 1 or 2, right? So of, and about the project, you guys, all guys have downloaded the mobile app, right? So once you complete your first project, then you will be second project coming, and this will be duration of 10 days. Okay, and today I will cover the GitHub also. Okay, so here you have to first start your project by Monday. I will make up the video, right? Give up some sample screenshot to you, sample test cases for you, and you have to write more test cases for that, and you have to automate that. That's a tester task, right? So if you are automating something, you I determine it, I observe it that you already know testing. So suppose whatever URL, whatever project I will select for you, whatever I give for you, I will give you some sample 5 to 10 test cases. Okay, and at least you have to automate those test cases which I have to give, otherwise you will not eligible for the further processes, and this will be for duration 10 days. After 10 days there will be no support for project. right? Other things you will ask, sir, this topic can you cover maybe whenever you are free. So I will do it for you free of cost anytime, right, on Saturdays, Sundays. But the framework project support is only for 10 days, which is actually our timeline to complete. We have started on 6th of November and it's coming of the 6th of the February, 3 months course. Okay, other things, I am here to help you out, but we are not forced to do that, because I want you to complete this task by Monday, because multiple companies are hiring in bulk, the January month, February month and March month. Even you guys have noticed that uh, previously when you were updating your naukri.com account, multiple companies were not calling you, but because without updating, many people are getting calls, right, and they are calling me, the sir, this what kind of questions may be coming in this company, right? So there is no such rules for interview. It depends on interviewer mind, okay, what he will ask as per your resume only. Okay, so I want that you need to complete your project, whatever I give, at least my test cases which I will give, you have to complete, and in this framework only, right? If you complete in core part, I will not check that. Okay, and you have to upload that code in GitHub. I will not see and not extract your zip file, and I will not see your code over there, right? I'm not going to import it in Eclipse and then see that code. Not you have time, not me have time that much to see, right? But when once you will upload your code in GitHub, I will show you here, like I have uploaded. I will let you know how to work with that. Okay, so this will be, sorry, this will be not part of your interview. Okay, because this is actually a release engineer's task, right? We are not expert on GitHub, nobody is on that. Okay, so here only release engineer's task, but as far as testers should know, I will cover that. So just like here collection, if I have, right, so if I have to see your code, I will just to come here in source file this and what code you have written, and after seeing this code, I will get the idea where you have did the mistakes, just show me the error. Okay, and instantly I will answer. If I will feel that no, you are doing right thing and you need to help in live write a live session, so then I will ask you 3 or 4 guys to join me together and I will resolve everyone's query, right? But your last helping day will be February 3rd. Okay, maybe if this is 3rd, maybe I am saying then 3rd, then this may be 4 or 5th, right? But if you are asking after 25th February, sir, I am not able to do that. So because there will be a new batch, I will ask you to come there and clear your concept, and then again, and I will not charge for that, right? So this is what I can say to you guys. So in next session, Jenkins left, right, and some of the actions class topics left. Okay, and one of you said that auto IT left, then he will also cover that. Okay, auto IT will be also covered. Okay, so in and this all will be covered on Monday. Okay, so that you can understand how you should run your test cases through Jenkins. Okay, so Sumit will be covering all that those things on Monday. Okay, so this is your framework, and now I will start GitHub. Okay, so give me 5 minutes break, and you guys also can take 5 minutes break, 2 to 5 minutes break, and I will be coming and starting the GitHub.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I am back, and here first of all, to work with GitHub you have to I will paste this command first. I will paste these commands. Okay, you guys can copy. Okay, now you have to first download the GitHub. Okay, so if you are working in Windows 64-bit, then you need to download this. Otherwise, for Mac OS you need to go to this link and download. I am using the Windows and I have already downloaded it. Okay, so I am not going to download it. Once you click on this button, it will be downloaded. Okay, and then you have to install it like some other software. Okay, now after that you need to first see where is your actually code. Okay, so my code is this framework weekdays. Okay, so this is my path where my code is saved. Okay, so I will copy this path and store here. Okay, so that my GitHub can understand that where is actually the code to pick. Okay, now you need to go in the github.com, right, and your URL. Okay, but for doing that you need to just like this. I let me show you. If I am going to this github.com slash your URL github.com, if I'll go, then it will ask you to sign up. Okay, once you click on sign up, it will ask some information, and this is mandatory. Okay, means if you will not create account, you will not able to use that. Okay, because using this information it will upload your code, username, email address and password. These should be kept safe in your project. Okay, means whenever you want to start working with the GitHub, then you need to use this information, right? Save this information in one place. Okay, after that you can start working with the GitHub. Okay, so your first command is to set up with the username and password. Okay, once you will start working on it first time, first of all you start your command prompt cmd. Okay, you should know basic command prompts of the this particular command prompt, right? You should know basic commands of it, like what is cd command, what is actually cd dot dot, how to go to particular directly. I hope these are actually basic commands which actually you should know from the very beginning after the 12th or right. So, but still if you want to go to any drive, first you have to see where your code is present. Okay, so your code is present in D drive, new folder, framework weekdays. Okay, inside framework weekdays you have all your files. Okay, so first of all if you want, then you can go to that location. Okay, but before that you need to connect with your GitHub account. You have created a account in github.com, you have installed the GitHub software. Okay, and now you have to give the username and password, because that software and that particular website where code is getting stored are the communicator for you, and that software will first get the username and password, then it will understand. Okay, you have given the username and email, now put up the password, and once you give all three informations, then GitHub will say to you, okay, I am good. Okay, now this code has to be uploaded on this particular account. Okay, so this is the command git config configuration right? Hyphen hyphen global, these are double hyphens, right? User dot name, right? And what is this username? User dot name, username is actually whatever you have used at the time of account creation. Okay, so my username is this. Enter. Now you have to put your email. Git config global user dot email, and this email I am using there. Okay, in my case there will be no pop-up coming. Okay, but when you install this software and put up this enter button after email, then there will be a pop-up coming, pop-up form coming like this way. I will show you in my some notes. Okay, I have uninstalled many times and installed again so that I can show you this screenshot. Okay, and these are the GitHub notes. I will upload all these notes in app. Okay, you can access from there. Okay, all these GitHub notes, everything, Maven notes, everything I will upload there. Okay, let me show you that pop-up which comes just after entering, and that will be on background, so you need to close all these windows, right? Like you need to go to in the here, right? And you need to find that where that came, because that actually came that you, it will be very difficult to find you out. Okay, so here this will be your pop-up. Now this pop-up will be filled with the username or email, and you need to just put up the password. Okay, in case that's not filled, right, some cases are cleared, then you need to fill it out, username and password. Once you fill, then this will never ask you to fill it again until you install your Eclipse or your uh, format your computer. Okay, so now this is connected to my account, because this already know that this has to be this account is connected with that. This is one time process. Okay, now you have to go to your location where your code is present. So this is my location. Okay, so now if you want to, where I am currently in C drive users and Lenovo PC, but I want to go to this G drive, so I will directly put G and colon, and I am now in G drive. So cd new and paste tab, then new folder. Now I am in new folder. Okay, now cd, and I want to go on this framework weekdays folder, because all this code I want to upload, right? Cd, and then tab, and this is the my location. Okay, now all this code you want to upload somewhere. Okay, so first of all, that location you should know where you want to upload. Okay, so I am here. Okay, these much repositories I already have. Okay, now I want to upload my code in some different repository, because, so just click on this plus button, new repository, git weekdays tutorial. Okay, now click on create repository. Okay, now just copy this location. Okay, so I have copied this location. In this location I have to upload all my code. Okay, so I am going to upload this framework. Okay, so that you guys can download from there, this framework. Okay, so this all code will be uploaded there. Okay, So just go to this command prompt again and see, this is your code. Now first of all you need to initialize this as a Git project, okay, so that Git can understand that Git should be present here, right? So Git will understand that this is your project. So for this location you have to initialize that. So for initializing that there is a command git init. Okay, now you can see initialized git empty git repository. Okay, framework, this, right, you can see this. Now these all configurations, everything is present which helps to put that code in your desired location, right? Now there is after initializing your next, so this is actually username and password. This I will write here, initializes the project as a git project. So I have actually written in very sequence, so that first time you are doing, then you can follow this sequence. Okay, now these all file you want to put on staging, right? Staging means first stage where you confirms that this code is to be, all code to be added in your project, right, as a project. So for that this git add star. Okay, so what this star means everything inside this location, because you have initialized this location, everything you want to add here, everything, no file you want to miss. So just I have entered and it will see start doing stars. Okay, everything is added. Okay, now if you want to check that all the files are added or not, you can just use this command git status and see these all files are actually staged, right, means these are ready to be used, right, for as a project. GitHub knows about all these files. Okay, that whatever you want to perform the task. Okay, now just need to commit, git commit. Now you say that okay, I have checked all these files. This git status is not mandatory. Suppose some file you have added and you want to check that is commit, that is actually added or not, then you can check with the git status command. Okay, tomorrow you will write some new code, then you need to add that code, add that file, and then you need to check with the git status. Okay, now git, you need to commit this code. M for message, oh sorry, this hyphen m means message, any message you want to give. Suppose this is framework version 1.0.0. okay, any message you want to give, just enter here. Okay, this code is now committed. Okay, you can see git commit hyphen m. See, 70 plus files changed, insertions, this whatever this is, we don't need to, there is no error coming, this means my file is committed. So what this commit is actually, commits at first level. What this first level, now your software that you have installed know that this is code which user wants to commit to GitHub. Okay, now software knows about this code, but software doesn't know where to actually upload this code. So for that you need to give that location right, and this is one time task, right. So this is for this command is for telling the location to Git where to upload, right. Git remote add origin, right, and just copy this origin, okay. So origin is added successfully. Now Git, now as of now you can see, if I will refresh this, there is no code present, okay. Git push origin, origin is, you have already defined that this is the origin, right. Inside origin which branch? Master, because by default there is one branch created, master. Just enter here, okay. So what is saying? 11% completed, 13%, 100%, okay. Just go, this is your code, okay. Now if you want to download this code, just go here, okay, download zip, okay, whole code will be downloaded. Extract that, import inside your Eclipse, okay. Now if you want to, if you two or three guys are working, and if you want to take the update, then this is the command, git pull, and origin you need to give, and branch name you need to give, because there may be chance that that particular person is working in different branch, then you need to give his branch name. So currently I have only one branch, master. You can see that objects done, okay, and once I have done, then it has giving me message already up to date, because just I have uploaded, I have nothing changed in my git. If I will refresh this, you can see I have changed nothing inside this, okay. So that's why. Now if I go to this GitHub, okay, you can see your browser IE server.exe, browser properties, chrome driver, everything is present. Now if you give this code to anyone, it will be working, okay. Okay, and also it will tell you how many contributors for this code, right. Now whatever message you have given in git commit m, this is framework 1.1.0, okay. This is actually 5 minutes ago one commit, okay. This is one branch, master, where I have done. If I want to suppose Naveen Sisodia, okay, then it will allow me to create branch, okay. Now these are two branch, Raghav Pal, then this will allow me to create different branch, okay. Means these are now two branches, means two, these all are persons are working in different branches, so you have to pass your branch name here, right. Don't be too go to that much depth on GitHub, this is just for your basic purpose. Now see, if you are interested or you want to learn, then this is all I have written here. These are my, this is my own language, right. And this is your GitHub learning URL. This is official documentation, nothing better than this written anywhere. Okay, so just go to this and you can learn. Okay, you can see. Okay, so I'll hope that you will explore this, right, not go to too much depth. Okay, and also I will advise you to don't go to learn anywhere, right, Selenium, right, just learn from official documentation only. This is my personal experience, because multiple blogs written by many unexperienced guys, those are actually writing the things, but 70-80% data is correct and 20% is actually confusing, right? So whatever the Selenium guys are writing official documentation is exact as per need. Okay, so I'll suggest you to use that only for, because now you know the basics, you know the uh, mid level, you know the advanced level how to use this, right? Now you will be feeling, actually you will be able to understand now, right, those documentation. Initial phase, if you are going to read from there, you will be facing problem. Now you know. Now if you want to explore, you can go for that, right? Because see, any topic, any course is actually not make us expert, because 3 months if you are want to be a Selenium expert, you will not to be. Day by day you have to increase your knowledge, and in between it comes that you want to actually learn some topic, you are trying, but still you are not able to get that. So day by day I will create separate videos and upload it on YouTube and as a private, right? And there will be a new section in your batch, right, in your mobile app. If I'll check that in your mobile app, where I will upload new things coming. See, in your mobile app, if you'll go to college to industry, and then it will be like videos. You will go to videos and weekdays number, right? So once you will click on your batch weekdays number, so just like Java and Selenium are two separate folders, just like they are new topics, right? So day by day Selenium will introduce some new features, then I will be uploading video here, right? And if I'll feel that this should be a live session, so I will not cost up to you guys, right, and I will call you, and if you want to join that session you can join. Okay, but that will be not free of cost in YouTube, right? Because that will be private video and only you guys will be able to see that, which have link. Okay, so this is from my side. So next class will be on Monday for the left topics.
Hello, Vandan. If I want to change anything in my script and then I want to upload in the Git, then in this situation, what we will do?
If you want to change, and then
Yeah, update anything in the code, and then I want to again commit on the Git.
okay, so this is command which will help you: git push origin master. Okay,
Okay,
so that will be uploading updated code. Okay,
okay,
so just because I have given here git pull origin master, and it was saying me that already up to date, right? Because that was already up to date. If you change something, then it will automatically update that code.
okay, okay. The code is same, and the
No, updated code
command.
will be uploaded.
Okay,
Hello.
Yeah.
Uh, if someone other changes means added his code, then his code will by
This is
which
the
command?
command. This is
Hello.
command git pull origin master. If someone else updates codes on the same file, then just you need to write up this command git pull origin master. That's why I said about this command. Suppose two or three of you are working in same, right, and you want to take his update. So once you come to your work place and just need to put up this command git pull origin master. So latest updated code will be present in your directory.
Okay, but if we if we want to our upload our code, then that time also we use pull request. Then how it is same means?
No, if you want to upload your code, then this is command git push, and if you want to
Okay, okay.
take updates, then git pull.
And in the Bitbucket, it is different or same?
Bitbucket is same. Bitbucket is actually a server. Okay, so if in your company if you are using that, I can understand that there are many confusion. They are maybe using putty, right, instead of this
No, no,
command.
Bitbucket and Git.
Yeah, but
It's Git commands.
okay, so they are using from command prompt.
Yes, yes, from Git prompt, Git Git window means Git bash.
Okay, they are using tool. Okay,
Yes, yes,
they are using tool, but still in your project you can do with the command prompt. Okay, git
yes.
bash is actually a tool inside eclipse. They have installed that and they are pulling from there, but tomorrow there may be some other tool, so try with this command prompt.
Uh, yeah. If we have written some code, our code, and someone write his code, we have we merged our code in master branch. Then after after 1 or 2 days, someone merged his code. Then we merge our only that specific code, or mm,
See that git will take care. If you are 2 or 3 guys are merging your code, so first of all you need to be concatenated, right? If you are seeing that in same file up 2 or 3 are working, then you need to upload your code git push origin master. This is the command git push, right? Push command. And
yes, yes.
if you want to take update that someone two others have already updated, then you can use the pull command. In case that code is already updated, then that will be giving you message like this, already up to date, right? And in
Mm.
case there was some new updates, then it will be giving you that your code is updated, right? So don't worry, just try, right? So make two folders. From one folder upload your code, and from second folder update something in same code and upload that, right? You will see the changes coming here in messages. So first try this, and then you will get all your answer by your own, right? Once you try, then you will get that, right? And if
Okay.
you in your
Wait.
yeah.
मुझे मुझे ये पूछना है कि समझो कि ABCD कोड है,
Hmm,
तो मेरा मेरा डी है,
hmm,
और मैंने ये कर दिया, पुश कर दिया कोड, मेरा मर्ज कर दिया
hmm,
डी वाला मेरा।
hmm.
उसके बाद टीम में से दूसरा कोई किसी ने उसके आगे ई ई कोड लिख दिया, तो ई वाला भी पुश कर दिया। तो मेरे ब्रांच में, मतलब मेरे लोकल में, लोकल इक्लिप्स में ई वाला कोड ये इसी कोड से, इसी कमांड से दिखेगा ना?
ई वाला कोड जैसे दिखेगा जब आप गिट उस कोड को पुल करोगे। ओके, अगर आप उस कोड को पुल नहीं करोगे तो ई वाला कोड नहीं आएगा। तो आपको कमांड चलानी पड़ेगी पहले कि गिट पुल ओरिजिन मास्टर, तो जो भी अपडेट्स होगा वो आपके आपके लोकल में आ जाएगा, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर आपने पुल कमांड नहीं चलाई तो वो प्रीवियस कोड ही पड़ा रहेगा।
ओके। ओके।
Can we integrate Git directly under Eclipse?
That he's talking about actually git bash, that is a tool, so
Okay,
you can
okay,
integrate that.
okay.
Okay, so
Uh,
these are two.
is there any means automatically get updated the others code? Any option? Hello, without.
ऑटोमेटिकली तो यार कुछ नहीं होता, तुम्हें टूल वो करने पड़ेंगे, ठीक है।
Means
ऑटोमेटिकली में
without. Okay, good.
ऑटोमेटिकली में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हो जाते हैं, है ना।
Okay.
तो अभी तो यार बेसिक ही देखो, पहले गिट सीखो, फिर उसके बाद खुद ही पता
हम्म,
चलने लगेगा जैसे काम करोगे
ठीक।
उस पे, है ना।
हाँ हाँ, थैंक
कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स
यू।
हो जाएंगे तो ज़्यादा दिक्कत होगी।
Then
Vandan,
can we use
can you explain mobile app?
Selenium for mobile app?
One by one, please. Khaja, please, you please for first time.
Yeah, what is it? Can you explain about the mobile app? You send us the link. It says that all videos are present in your mobile app. Note and assignment will be available shortly. What exactly? Can you just explain, sir? What is this?
Uh, Currently, you are in which country?
US.
Which country? India? US?
No,
US.
US.
Okay. So,
I'm using the Apple phone.
okay, okay. So actually, this came only for Android as of now. So I will give you the links for the URLs. Okay, so you can check from there, because for US actually hosting was not international. Once I checked that, so that's why this problem is coming. So first I need to fix that, and then will be available for throughout the world.
All right. Thank you, Vandan.
Okay. Yeah, Vinit.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Can we use Selenium for mobile app?
No, no, there is APM for that.
Okay,
Selenium.
any integrated tools for Selenium by this we can use mobile app?
No, no, no. Selenium works for only web applications.
Okay, okay.
Vandan, one more thing. Where can I see the code? I want, beside this recording, I want to see real code. So, I can practice those things. Is there any way can I take a look at the code? The practice, whatever you're showing in the class now.
Codes means which code you want.
In the training code, you know.
Okay, all code. So actually I have made multiple folders. So same time, if you want any code, I will uh, give you. But if you say that session by session, so particular, just like uploaded today, if you are saying that particular session, then I was be able to do that. But see, now there is lot of mess up here.
So do now one thing, you upload all code on GitHub and provide us URL. By this we can access.
That's what I am saying, that I have to go to every folder and I need to check where that is present, because this is actually 3 month session, so multiple folders are there. I will check, and one by one, for a specific code, if you want that this code I want, then I can write it and give it to you.
Sir, can we get that framework code, sir? Like today you have taught all those things.
Yeah, this is the URL I have just uploaded in front of you guys.
Uh,
Okay, this is the one. Okay, so this is URL, from here you can download this
Sir,
code.
I think that is that weekdays framework, sir. I think that name is,
Weekdays. Okay, wait,
yeah,
wait.
package name is weekdays framework. Thing.
So this is the weekdays, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
Git weekdays tutorial.
No, sir. Today, what you have thought that package name is, I think weekdays framework. Sir,
Okay,
name is.
see, this
This
is
is
this is framework weekdays. This is, you are saying that
okay.
name is.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, yeah. This
everything
one's.
under this is same, just name is changed, because
Oh,
here I have to give the file name as
weekdays
some.
tutorial.
Okay, so if the same time I was giving this weekdays tutorial, so this was named as weekdays tutorial, but somehow I have given git weekdays tutorial, right? So all this code is uploaded inside git weekdays tutorial. Okay, so nothing, just name of
Okay,
the
sir.
project is changed, everything is same under that.
Okay, sir. Sir, also